don't know what happened. What's up, prayer warriors? I'm sorry, I thought I had started recording. I'm just talking to myself. But anyway, I had went to the place where I had been to in a while, and I had went and got me something to eat, right? And the man was like, "Oh, I like your shirt. What it say? It says, stay humble and hustle hard. Stay humble and hustle hard." That means when you getting your hustle on, when God is blessing you, when you going through whatever, when you hustle, when you grinding, you gotta stay humble. You gotta stay humble. Ain't nothing like a person that stays humble. Even when I went in there, just from the manager or whoever was saying that they liked my shirt, that was a blessing. But anyway, I say I just thank God for where He's brought me from. God has brought me from a mighty, mighty, mighty long ways, in spite of whatever may be trying to come against me. And I just thank God, because I was telling God, I say, God, the enemy always try to come with his tricks, with the same old, same old. You know what I'm saying? Because when I was little, I dealt with a lot of rejection. And when the enemy is trying to make you feel that type of way, and he's trying to bring on the spirit of rejection or anything from your past, you got to know, when you put all your trust in God, and when God has brought you out of so many things, when He got your back, when the darts are coming and He blocked every fiery dart, when you swimming in that water, baby, He ain't gonna let you drown. When you placed in the fire for God to prune you and bring you out like fine gold, you gonna come out smelling like no smoke. You ain't gonna be scorched. You ain't gonna be burned. The smoke ain't gonna get to you. God is going to be your shield of protection. You know that thing when the firemen when they go in the houses and they put on their protection. They put on all their armor. They put the mask on their face where they could go in where the smoke won't even penetrate, where it won't even bother them. That's what God be doing for us. He be putting us in our armor. He put a shield around us. He put our face mask on where the smoke won't even get into our nostrils. When we coming out, we ain't gonna be scorched. We ain't gonna be burned. We ain't gonna be smelling like no type of smoke. We ain't gonna even look like what we've been through. When we come out, baby, we're gonna be like some fine gold. We're gonna be purified. He be teaching us some things in our life when we get to a certain point in our life, and God take us through situations that we don't have no control of. He be teaching us things that we haven't been taught, things our parents didn't teach us. Our fathers, some of us didn't have father figures in our lives as we was growing up. Because I know when I grew up, I didn't grow up with my dad. So it's things that I didn't learn from my dad. But by God being my father, God has shielded me and protected me. Even when I didn't know it when I was little, God shielded me. He protected me. He covered me. He still covered me. The favor of God has taken me places that man will never be able to take me. And that's what God be doing. He be teaching us things that we haven't learned. He be teaching us if we could stay in the fire. It's so easy to give up and cave in and quit. It's so easy to go back to the job. It's so easy to go back to whatever. It's so easy to settle for friends, for places and people. It's so easy to settle just to feel like you're not being rejected, just to feel like you ain't being alone. But when God sets you in a place, or when He have you going through certain things in your life, so He can take you where you are going in this life, in your purpose, in your destiny, He be teaching us things that man could never teach us. He be teaching us how to totally depend and trust in Him. Totally depend and trust in him, even when we grinding, even when we hustling hard and being humble, even when the spirit of rejection, even just like with my YouTube channel, I know it's the enemy, baby. He want me to feel the spirit of rejection that came to me this morning. But baby, I ain't gonna feel it, because guess what? God got me. God is keeping me in peace that surpasses all understanding. That's something man would never be able to give you, that peace in the midst of whatever you're going through. That peace that surpasses all understanding. Things that some people go through and it will break them down like a fraction. Some people can't even stand being alone. If you can't stand being alone when God is teaching you, well, as you grow older and as you get up, you won't even be able to be alone, because you don't even know what it's like. You won't know what it's like to just listen to God and walk with God and do exactly what God is telling you to do, not man. You can't put your trust in this world. You can't put your trust in a man. You can't put your trust in a husband, your wife, your children, your vehicle, your car, your money. None of that. You have to put your trust in God. And see, that's what gets a lot of, sometimes people get frustrated behind the things that little things that we think is so big, like our head is up under the water, and it's not. But when you're not putting your trust in God, it will make you seem like you drowning, and you ain't even drowning. Because God got to teach us how to go through certain things. He be teaching us about our finances. He be teaching us about our life, whether we married, whether we not married. He be teaching us to trust in him. He be teaching us how to walk with him. He be teaching us the things in the Bible. He be showing us that this stuff must come to pass. He give us rules and things in the Bible to go by for a reason. I don't care where you go and what you do, is rules. Even while I'm driving right now, I can't look at y'all. I gotta pay attention to the road. Why? Because this is the rules. If I don't follow the rules and pay attention to the road, I'm gonna wreck somebody. I could run into somebody and something could happen devastating to me and the next person. If I don't pay attention to this light that I'm about to go through, and I know it has a camera here, if I don't stop, if the light say gray, if I don't stop, I could get a ticket or I could hurt somebody. I have to pay attention to the red lights. I have to pay attention to the stop signs. I have to pay attention to the road. Why? Because that is the rules while you are driving. If you're not paying attention, if you're going over the speed limit, you can easily hurt somebody and cost somebody their life or even your own life. It's rules and regulations to driving. It's rules on your job. I don't care if you have your own business. It's still rules and regulations that you have to go by. It take money to make money. Just like I just left from getting some supplies for my salon that I know that I need. If I'm gonna have clients and I'm gonna do their hair, I need the supplies. That's the rule. How I'm gonna do their hair if I don't have the supplies? How I'm gonna make money if I don't spend money for the supplies? How I'm gonna drive my car if I don't have a driver's license? You gotta have insurance. In Louisiana, you gotta have a sticker on your windshield that everything is working. You gotta have gas in the car. Where you gonna go? It's rules to everything. You gotta spend money. People like, I don't understand why you gotta return tithes. But you could put money in cars. You could pay car notes, house note, light bill, water bill. No matter where you go, you're gonna spend money. But see, with God is different. When you return your tithes, when you sow seeds and you do things that God is telling you to do, what does that do? It breaks generational curses off of your life. It opens up doors that you couldn't even get to. It brings the favor of God over your life. Just like if you paying your car note every month, even if you bought a car, you get the ride. But guess what? When you ride, you got to have driver's license. You got to get that renewed every year. You got to have insurance that you pay every month, unless you pay it for the year or every 6 months. You got to pay the ride. You got to buy the car. You got to pay insurance. You got to upkeep the car. You got to get the oil changed. You got to get it filtered out. You got to get your air conditioner filtered out. I need that done right now. Brakes, you got to change your brakes. You got to upkeep on your car. You got to put gas in the car. You got to get the oil change. You got to get the tires rotated. You got to pay your house note. When you get the house note, whether you rent or you got to pay your rent or you got to pay your house note. You got to pay your light bill, your water bill. You got to pay insurance. You got to have home warranty insurance for your appliances. If something happened, it's good to have home warranty so you don't have to kick out a whole lot of money. But we'll complain about, oh, why we got to return tithes. If you can, no matter what your check is, you make $5,000, $100, $5,000. What is $500 in tithes? But we'll go out and we'll buy a name brand this, a name brand that. Oh, go on vacation. If you go to a hotel and you stay, the hotels now cost $200 a night almost. If you want a decent hotel where you could be comfortable, you can pay anywhere from $150 to $200 a night to go out. Then you gotta have pay for gas to go on the vacation. Then you gotta have money for the vacation. How you gonna have the favor of God on your life and do the things that you need to do? How you gonna have protection? How you gonna get generational curses broken off your life? Soul ties. If you don't pray, deliverance. How you gonna go to church and fellowship if the people can't pay the light bill, the water bill, the insurance, the things that they need to do for the ministry? Because they trying to do a work for God. God put rules in about don't fornicate, don't commit adultery, don't be gossiping and backbiting. Gossiping and backbiting leads to a whole bunch of mess. Adultery, somebody could end up hurting you. Fornication, you could end up with all kind of whatever, sleeping around, doing it. That's why it's so much disease in the world. God put those things in the Bible for a reason, for us to learn off of. Then the things that you don't know, God be teaching us. It be teachable moments. He'll teach you about your finances. He'll be like, don't go here, don't go here, don't do this. The Holy Spirit is a gift. It's a guidance. The Holy Spirit will lead and guide you. Do you pick up what I'm putting down? And I'm telling you, this life situation is so real. God is so good. You will be when you learn and you begin to build a relationship with God, and things that used to bother you or even things that's going on, you will have so much peace because God be teaching us. When you go through a fire, when you going through whatever, it be teachable moments, but it be there times when we don't want to learn. When we go back and we keep doing the same old. If you keep doing the same old, you're gonna still get the same results. You ain't gonna get no different results. My phone had got overheated, so I had to take it out that window. But you can't do the same old thing and then you expect to get different results. If you do the same old thing, you're gonna be frustrated behind stuff that, I mean, that you don't even have to be frustrated about. You might start out like that, but the more you build your relationship with God, when He's trying to get your attention, because He wants you to, because He want to be your best friend. He want to be the one that you come to for everything. That you don't have to gossip, backbite, lie, commit adultery, just go around doing this, doing that, stealing, being fraud, scheming, ism, discord, all of the things. Will you make mistakes? Yes, but it's certain things that people do willfully: murdering, raping, lust, just getting caught up in pornography, and they don't know how to come out. Something happened in life, and life happen, life be lifing. But God will teach you how to handle stuff. He will just teach you, look, I'm teaching you how to do this. I'm teaching you how to handle this because you don't know how to handle this. And I want you to come out, and I don't want you to do this, and this. That's why I got you going through this. And I'm going to bring you out when I get ready for you to come out. When I feel like it's time for you to come out, I'm going to bring you out. But sometimes we try to rush out. We get ahead of God, or we just go back because we can't handle it. It ain't for us to handle. Because God don't work like man work. God, when he come, when he get ready, when he know that you are ready. Just like when they do, they building cars or they building whatever they build, they're not gonna let you move in till they know it's ready. They're not gonna put out the car till they know it's ready, till the product is finished. You are a work in progress. I'm a work in progress in this part of my life. And when God say, okay, now you ready to come out and you ready to step into your next, because you are finished, you are ready, you are equipped. I have equipped you. Hey, Yandorobokosi. Yandorobokosi. He be equipping us. So we know, look, I done went through this. I done been through that. God done took me through this and he done brought me out. Whether it's physically, spiritually, financially, deliverance, whatever it is, whatever the thing is, he gonna bring you out when he know that you are ready to come out. When you have learned the lesson, when you have been through school and you are ready to graduate and you're ready to step into your next level. You ready to graduate, you ready to step into that purpose. You ready to step into that destiny. You ready to step into that thing. But you can't go in it half baked, half cooked, underdeveloped, or not developed at all. You got to be fully developed. Fully. And sometimes we be stressing about stuff that we don't even need to be stressing about, because you're going to go through it. You ain't coming out until God say it's time for you to come out. Period. No matter how much you kick and stream and go back, if you go back, it's going to be just that much harder to come out, because you got to start all over again. If you fail the test, if you fail and you don't finish going through what he's taking you through, you're going to have to start over again. And it's going to be just that much harder. So what am I saying? Just keep going. Just keep on going. It's for a reason. Just like the enemy trying to make me feel the spirit of rejection, but God be like, you got to keep going. No matter how he try to make you feel like, oh, this, and this. He not in control. The weapon may form, but it ain't going to prosper. Because guess what? God going to shield us and protect us. When we up under that shield of protection and we walking with God and we know that we are doing the right thing and doing with everything that God is telling us to do to the best of our will, the best of our knowledge, God is going to take care of us. He is going to shield us. He is going to protect us. And we will not leave prematurely, because God has a work for us to do. And he will not allow us to leave prematurely. I say, Lord, I thank you for keeping me. I thank you for keeping me. It's nobody but God that give me this peace of mind that I have. They just give me this peace that surpass my own understanding, this favor that surpass my own understanding. Even when I don't understand what he doing and how he gonna do it and when he gonna do it, and God, I'm waiting on you, and I did, baby, it's the peace for me. It's the favor for me. Because there's so many people that go through certain things and they can't even handle it. They be all over the place. They be so messed up. They be depressed, bitter. I done been through that stage of being bitter and depressed. It don't do no good. It don't do nothing but make you sick and make you worse. It don't get no better. But when we learn how to give it to God and say, God, I can't handle this. I can't fight this battle. I can't handle this. I'm going to give this to you. And I'm just going to be free in you. I'm going to pray. I'm going to read my word. When I need to take a break, I'm going to take a break. When I need to take a ride, I'm going to take a ride. But I'm going to give this to you, because I can't handle it. I can't handle the world's problems. It ain't meant for me to handle it. That's why God say prayer changes things. Turn from our wicked ways and pray without ceasing. Pray. Read the word. If you can't pray, read the scriptures and it'll be prayers for you. Prayers for me. Speaking that word. Just speak it. Even though some stuff you don't still read it, still speak it. Because guess what? You writing it on the table of your heart and God gonna bring it to pass. He gonna keep you. He gonna humble you. He gonna give you that peace that surpasses all understanding. When you keep your mind stayed on him. God is our peace. He is our nurturer. He keeps us in the midst of it all. He keeps us. He keeps us going. He builds us. And that's why I say I just thank God for keeping me. I thank God for keeping me in my right mind, watching over me. I say, God, if it had not been for you, I just don't know where I would be. I don't know if I could make it. I don't know how I would be just living because of all of the things that just go on in the world itself. Things that you experience in life itself, spiritually, physically, financially, family wise, Christian, just all of the things. And the enemy want us to walk in fear. The enemy don't want us to trust God when we know what God said. He don't want us to trust God. He don't want us to believe God. He want us to walk in a spirit of fear or rejection. When God just want us to get that alone time with us that we engage to so many others but him. He want a relationship. He want us to love on him. He want us to put our trust in him. You know how when somebody do something, you be like, I trusted them. I put my trust in them and they did this. They betrayed me. God would never betray us. God would never leave us. He would never forsake us. We could tell him anything and you ain't got to worry about him telling the soul. You could talk to him about how you feel about whatever. He'll be like, look, it's time to let that go. Or he'll let you get it out of your system and you get delivered from it. And next thing you know, you ain't even talking about it. Even if you still bring up some things and be like, Lord, this, I remember this. You talking to God and he listening to you and he ain't going to tell nobody. That's the type of God that we serve. God put rules and things in the Bible for a reason. When you put your trust in man, man will let you down. Man will betray you. You know, they could be feeling really some way. And then just like that lady, they was like, oh, the lady shot her husband because he was this. And come to find out, he was beating the lady, doing this to the lady. But just because he had this and he looked like this on the outer, or when they seen the video of how he really was, then they say, oh, he pushed her to her level. He pushed her because he betrayed her. But when you have a relationship with God, God will warn you about things. But if you don't have no relationship, how he gonna warn you? You gotta have an ear to hear, and he'll warn you about things and be like, okay, I'm gonna show you how we gonna handle this, but you can't say nothing. Or I'm gonna show you how to do this. I'm gonna show you how to do that. But if you don't have no relationship with God and you talking to man don't know what to do. They'll tell you to do this, and this, and it end badly. But with God, God will keep you humble and he will do the work. He will do that hard thing that you cannot do. He'll bring you out, or bring you around a situation, or bring you through a situation that you couldn't get through yourself. But you gotta have that relationship with God. Because when people betray you like that and you done built with them, it's a spirit of rejection. They rejection you and they try to move on to hurt you. Because they don't want you to get back on. Because they know. They be saying, oh, the woman, the weaker vessel. That mean in strength, body-wise. But mind-wise, women are strong-minded. Anytime women can birth out 6 and 7 babies and then still hustle hard, go hard, do this, we strong-minded. But see, a man will move around and keep on moving. But women don't think like that. We different. That's why I always say a woman's relationship with God is her superpower. That's your superpower. That's your strength. When they say the weaker vessel, you weak because you can't pick up a big old whatever and do the work that a man can do. But that don't mean in your mind. They got some strong women in this world. I just thank God. I thank God for a relationship. I thank God for the favor. I thank Him for His peace. Because if it wasn't for God, I would, baby. I just don't know where I would be. I'd be just going backwards, just settling for friendship, settling for this, settling for that. When I know it's more that He has for me, and I don't have to settle, but I gotta push through that hard thing that I think is hard because it's a test. It's God taking me through my learning season. He's pruning me. He's shaping me into what He wants me to be. While the enemy try to bring in um distractions, rejection, but it's a spirit that God can deal with, and I don't have to deal with it because God is still going to show up for me whether whatever don't work out. I know is at the end of the day, I can always count on God to come through for me. I can always depend on God because I know one thing. I know that He'll never leave me, and I know He'll never forsake me. I know He's gonna be right there with me when my husband get up and go to work. I need God to shield me, to protect me, to humble me, to give me that peace when I'm riding up and down the road, when I'm doing whatever, even in my marriage. I need Him to give me that peace that surpasses all understanding. And I got to keep Him in every single thing that I do. Even when I do my videos, even when I do whatever I do, I need God. Every single day, every minute, every moment. I don't need God to give up on me. Like that song say, God, don't give up on me. I know I'm not your best bet, but I'm trying. Don't give up on me yet. I need God. God, don't give up on me yet. Do I make mistakes? Do I have faults? Yes, I do. But it's the peace, it's the favor of God. And I know that I'm going to reap if I faint not. That's how you know when you are walking with God. Prophets walk alone until God get ready to bring them out with whatever He needs to bring them out. They deal with the spirit of rejection. They have a heart for God's people. They don't settle. Prophets will not settle because they know it's more. My God, to God be the glory.